Hi guys, happy Friday to you all. I'm working on a project at the moment, an IKEA step, and I was going to do a live because I thought while I'm working on it, I'll do a live with you to show you the stick and style stencil rolls and the decor transfers. But it's kind of been a bit mad in here today, so I never got a chance to kind of even get remotely started. So I thought what I'll do a video and then I'll post it separately, and then you can ask any questions then and you can watch it at your leisure. So to get started, it's an IKEA step. Most of you probably have one at home. They're great. I don't. My husband bought me a plastic step a few years ago for Christmas. Luckily it wasn't the only present, but he thought it was funny. This is going to be much better. You see that? Much nicer than a plastic purple step. We're still married, only just. Anyway, this step is painted in, it's hard to see the colour, the light in this place is not great. This is Little Whale from the Tones for Tots range. It's a lovely colour. It's not a baby blue. Obviously it is a light blue, but there's kind of a grey undertone to it, so it's not like a baby blue, sky blue, anything like that. It's got a real nice shade to it, and I haven't used it before, so I thought, you know, I'll do something different out of my comfort zone, and I wanted to test if I could paint this. Now it's painted all underneath, literally that's the step and the top bit, but I did underneath. The cross bits when we're looking at and everything, with one tester pot. And for those of you that have had tester pots, as you know, they are teeny. But because the paint has such great coverage, they pack a punch. Now, I was a little bit disappointed with this because I actually thought I would get 2 coats all over with a tester pot because of, I've painted plant pots before. But the wood was really kind of dry and porous, so I found when I was putting the paint on, it wasn't spreading as well as it normally does, and actually brought the kind of the wood up a little bit, so I had to sand smooth once it's painted. Now you wouldn't tell, the top step and the step up have 2 coats, the rest is 1 coat, and I can show you the coverage is very good. The lighting's not great. But I thought I'd get more, but because the wood was so dry and porous, it really soaked in the paint. But even so, 1 coat with 2 coats on the step and the top, with literally one of those. That's the empty pot there because I've washed it out. So that's great to know. And what I'm going to do, I am going to do a decor transfer on it. It's called Delicate Fleur. Let me grab it. This is actually one of my favourites, and it's one of the ones that's really easy to cut up. So that's what you get. You get 2. That's 1 sheet. That's another sheet, and you get 2 of those in the box. And the nature of them, I will show you. Always keep your backing on these. I've just lost a bit of backing, I think, on that, because the transfers are a little bit tacky, so they could stick to your fingers, and you put them onto wood, they'll stick even before you rub them down. So I see how they're really easy to cut up. This was designed specifically to cut and place as you wish. That's 1 sheet there. So see how long it is. I know I'm short, but half my height, and that's just 1 sheet. And I haven't ruined this sheet here. Caught my fingers there. Yeah, I've lost a bit there. So always keep the white backing on until you're ready to work on your project. That just came off my fingers there by mistake. Now, people have kind of said about these transfers that they're expensive, and yet they're not cheap. They kind of, most of them average around the 32-34 euro mark, but like I'm going to get a good few projects out of this one. Some you're going to design and you just use it once because of the nature of the design. others you can get several projects out of. So they're not cheap, but see there, the quality is excellent. They're very good. They really change a piece of furniture. You can put them on walls, you can put them on canvases, you can put them on plant pots. Somebody in the States put them on her shoes and sealed them. So they really are very versatile, and you know, you get what you pay for. You know, if you want quality, you are going to pay a little bit extra for it, but at the same time, they can go a long way. So, bending down, sorry. And another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use a stick and style stencil roll, and I think I'm going to go with this one, the Calypso Lattice. See, that's the design there. So I thought what I'd do a little bit like a sort of lattice design, and then I'm going to do the plant sort of crawling up the step and through the lattice and things like that. So I'm going to work away on that. I will video it as I go, and then probably speed up the video so you haven't got to listen to all this rubbish, and you can follow it as I go along. Okay. Okay, so I'm just winging it here. I haven't really put an awful lot of thought into this, but I'm going to create like a trellis kind of effect, and that's a stick and style stencil roll in Calypso. Now you see, I've used this already with gold, and I didn't even wash it because I'm lazy, and it's still tacky, and I just popped it back onto my roll, and it can be used again. So this can be used a good few times until it's ready for the bin, and that's why it comes on a roll. So I'm going to move that down. I'm just going to pop that on there. So I'm just going to stick that down. Now that's going to stay, nothing else needed there. That's perfect. And I'm going to use, I think, Algonquin. See that? It's kind of a browny sort of taupe colour. Cathedral taupe is your normal taupe, and this is a bit more browny, darker again. Nice colour. And I thought, rather than just go plain with that, I'm just going to a little bit of the Picket Fence. Picket Fence is Fusion's purest, brightest white. It's the closest you're going to get to brilliant white, basically. So I'm just going to, those of you probably know with stenciling, you just pop a little bit onto tissue paper. I'm going to get rid of the excess, like that, dab it away, and just dab away there. And I'm not going for perfect coverage. I don't want a big solid colour. I don't want it completely perfect. I suppose I'm kind of thinking of, in my head I'm thinking of like a piece of trellis that's pretty much kind of worn and broken. So this is just going to be kind of what's left of it. If that makes any sense whatsoever. And again, it's just about playing. You know, at the end of the day, if I don't like it, I can just give it a sand down and pop another coat of paint over it. You know, if I really don't like it, it's not the end of the world. I haven't ruined it. Okay. Now you could use a roller for this if you want to, but because I don't want perfect coverage, I don't want it all neat and even and perfectly done, I don't want to do a roller. So now I'm just going to peel that off. Don't wait for it to dry. dry fairly quickly anyway, because it's stencils. Okay, now I'm going to reposition this because the pattern repeats. So okay, so here we are. Been having some problems with my iPhone storage, so I missed a video yesterday. I thought I was talking to the video and I wasn't. It wasn't recording. So just to recap, I went over the transfer with the picket fence just to kind of give it a bit more depth. And this is what I started on. So this is the delicate fleur transfer. It's all been cut up to individual pieces, and it's hard to keep track of them all, but there they are. And I started at the leg and created like a floral effect over the stencil design. So, and then I'm going up here. Now I'm going to creep up to the top, so I'm just going to show you how easy it is to put stencils on. I'm going to do that on the top. Now, when I did do the stencil, there was just a little bit of a dippled finish as normal when you're using a brush. So I just went over with one of these little sanding pads. They're washable and they last a good few projects. And I'm not sure what grit they are. There's a few different grits, but it doesn't tell you what they are. But the more you use them, so that the grit wears down, and they're great to keep for things like this. So you just literally go over it like that, just to make it smooth. That's fine. So these are great. Keep washing them and using them, and they're handy to keep for when you want a tiny amount of sanding. They're perfect. So okay, I'm going to flip the camera around and put a transfer on. Okay. With every transfer, you in the tube, you get a set of instructions, and you get a stick for applying the transfer. Now these are great, or sometimes I use an old credit card or a store card, gift card, that kind of thing. So I'm going to remove the white backing, that's glossy, that side there, and I'm going to start with the big ones first. See them. I'm kind of going to get them down and overlap them. So I'm going over the edge here so I can fix it over the edge. So that everything isn't neat and finishes at the edge. Oh, table's a bit wobbly. Just literally go over the stick and start to peel away. And I look at the top of the plastic sheet as I peel, and if some of the design is still on the plastic sheet, which isn't here, but if it was, pop it back down, rub again and peel, and it will all come off. So can you see that? And I'm just going to pat that down my clean finger, just make sure that's all down. And going to do another one. You can overlap them. Hope you can see this. Very hard to see the angle when you're videoing, but see, that bit hasn't come off there. See, so I'm just popping it down, rubbing again, these grey blue ones. Again, I'm just going to take a bit of it over the side. So I'll do the top first so that it basically stays still, it's on. See how it comes away clear. A bit there. Just always peel off slowly, watch it as you peel. Especially with bigger transfers, it's a big area to cover. You might have rubbed harder in some places than others. So therefore, you know, in some places when you're peeling it back, it might stay on the sheet. So just peel slowly, watch the top layer, because that's when you can see even better, I think, when it sticks to the top layer. And then just pop it back down, rub, and try again. But if you peel it off quickly, you're probably going to have problems. So I wouldn't advise that. So I'm going to keep going with this. I hope you can see that clearly. Here I'm going to take this. Let's see it. Might pop this on the side to show you this one. I'm still recording, so that's good. My iPhone storage hasn't gone yet. So that's creeping up. So get it fixed into position there. There's only a little bit on that side, so I can just peel that round and that's come off. That's good. It's a little bit more tricky because I've got that corner, that's okay, but then obviously the top bit as well. But it's definitely possible. Yep. There's a little bit left here. And actually that's the underneath, I wouldn't even see that anyway. A little bit come off there, so just popping it back into position. Yep. See that? Oh God. So I will keep going. I will build that up there. So it looks more like that area there, and I will show you the end result. So this is the end result. I'll come in close to show you. So as you can see, I've done a little bit of distressing on the edges, see there? Because it's a step, I wanted to sort of have that little bit of a worn, used look. So that's the stencil there that we did with the paint, the Calypso lattice, and then on top I've used the decor transfer. That's it. That's the top there. So complete transformation, as you can see, and really easy to do. And if you're working on this yourself with no interruptions, God, it'll probably take you about 2 hours. Really quick and easy to do. The hardest bit of this was actually doing the distress bit, because fusion is quite difficult to distress because of the resin that's in it. That's what makes it so durable. So just a little bit of elbow grease and sandpaper to do that. And that's it. So I'm really pleased with that. It's really pretty. Nice sort of fresh, crisp look about it. and the colour again is Little Whale. So any questions, you can comment or message me. Okay, thanks for watching. Sorry it was so long. Bye.